and welcome to another episode of Motors for the Masses. And today we have something rather special. Back in 1884, Mr. Henry Royce ran an electrical and mechanical business and built his first car in 1904. In that same year, he met Mr. Charles Rolls, who was a car salesman, basically, in London. And Mr. Royce said to Mr. Rolls, "I'll make it and you sell it." In 1906, they formed a company together, and there started Rolls Royce, their first car being a 6-cylinder Silver Ghost, hailed as the best car in the world 1 year later. Success in aircraft engineering and motoring, they've been owned by Vickers, then Volkswagen, and now BMW. And the car we're looking at today comes from the era when Rolls-Royce was still Rolls-Royce. So please, be upstanding and applaud the 1977 Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow 2. First impression you get when you approach this car is that you should bow and twirl your moustache before removing one's shoes, all in preparation for entering this vehicle. Once inside, it oozes that smell of leather that only comes from pure luxury, and it whispers to you, "Go on, start me if you dare." But be gentle, although authoritative. Inside, you know you're in a Rolls Royce, not only because it feels grand, but because you're constantly staring at the spirit of ecstasy leading the way in front of you. You do wallow round corners, but it's not as though you're going to bang your head against anything, really, because there's plenty of room in here. Wood is everywhere, and you know you're in a 70s car because it's just full of ashtrays. I love the fact that there's switches all over the place, and thank you, good afternoon, and you've got toggle switches and buttons and dials everywhere, and it just oozes quality. You've got all these buttons here that say fuel low, that's on quite a lot, and washer fluid, stop lamps, engine overheating, parking brake, brake pressure 1, brake pressure 2, brake fluid, a lot of emphasis on brakes here, which, let's be honest, aren't brilliant, but that's what you expect from a 70s car, especially when you're trying to stop 2.1 tons. However, it doesn't really matter how good the brakes are, because let's be honest, you're not going to be doing more than sort of 30, 40 miles an hour anyway, because that's just uncivilized. So as you can see, everything is walnut and very classy, and you cannot get bored of looking at that figurehead. It's not a cheap car, of course, and it comes with features even though it's a 1970s car. It's got cruise control, it's got air conditioning, it's got some form of radio, although it looks like it's no idea, and a fasten seatbelt light, because obviously that's important in a luxury vehicle. But also I like the fact that in here it looks like it has an 8-track holder for your 8 tracks. Again, it's very quiet in here and very luxurious. Even the headlining is leather and soft, spongy underneath. It's phenomenal. I love it in here, and I could certainly see me driving this every single day if I could afford the fuel. It's even got cigarette or cigar lighters in the back there. You get electric windows. You get one mirror, because why would you need another one? And even these side bits here are adjustable. It's fantastic. 1970s luxury. Can't beat it. Oh, it's got central locking as well. So it doesn't matter if you drive the car or if you are driven in it as a pop star. Oi Parker, drive a bit slower, I've got an headache. Yes, milady. Or as part of the upper class society. Would one mind driving a bit faster? That's okay, park life. Yes, Your Majesty. So, what magic propels this vehicle? Under here lies a 6.75 litre V8 with twin SU carbs. It has an irrelevant 220 brake horsepower and does hoity-toity miles per hour. Just give me a moment while I lap up the smell of quality engineering. Ah, mechanics. At 5.1 metres long, 1.8 metres wide and 1.5 metres high, it's not that much bigger than your average E-Class Merc or 7 Series BMW. However, it does weigh in at 2.1 tonnes, so it needs that massive V8 just to get down the road. Clearly, the boot is ginormous. Fit another car in here. Of course, in 1977 there are a lot of big cars around, and this was certainly no exception. But of course this one excels all the others by its pure luxury. I mean, look how thick that carpet is. You've even got a footrest. And look at the width or the thickness of that seat. It's phenomenal. Very nice in here. So what does all this luxury cost? Well, this vehicle has only just arrived at CMV Automotive in Lowestoft, and the link for it is in the description below. Now remember, this engine is in original condition. It hasn't been molested or steam cleaned in any way, so you can see how wonderfully mechanic and original it is. And this car can be yours for just £11,995, complete with its blancmange suspension that makes it such a luxurious, smooth ride. So either as a weekend car, a daily plodder, or a future investment as a wedding hire car, this car is an absolute bargain. If you're interested in this vehicle, tough, because whilst you've been out filming, it's been sold, so you can't have it. But for anything else you're interested in, pop along to CMV Automotive. Link is in the description below. In fact, it's coming up down here, www.cmvautomotive.co.uk, and see what they've got. And we'll be back again soon with more cars, more motorbikes, and some trucks. So until then, please ride and drive carefully, but have fun. Bye bye.